Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about our stagger stance outside clean with the HydroCore. We've been working on outside cleans with many apparatus, specifically with the heavy club and with the kettlebell. Now we are going to do our stagger stance outside clean with the HydroCore. Our stagger stance, we start with our 2 feet pointed straight ahead. We're going to drop one leg back. When we're talking about outside, we're going to go outside the lead leg. This is outside as well, but we're going to do the crossbody outside version because it's the one that we want to focus on. It has the most rotation and the most snap and the most leg load. As usual, we are going to take the side with the words on it, point it towards our body. We are going to get into our starting position, get our rear foot in the position that we want. From here, we are going to start with the legs, drive up, then we are going to pop the arms, legs, arms in that order, and load down outside. Swing it up and catch. Start with the legs, snap the arms. Out, swing it out, and catch. You can make this bigger and bigger and bigger. Those martial artists out there can make this starting position bigger by dropping that rear leg back, back, back. Holding the HydroCore will cause you to verticalize your spine instead of lean forward in this position, which is always what we want. We want to tuck our rear leg hip underneath, sit down, and feel a stretch in the front of that hip flexor. 2 hands on. Let's show you this from the other side so you can see what the other side looks like. 2 feet pointed straight ahead, drop one leg back, pick your distance, small step or big step, depending on your sport. Start with the legs, snap the arms, load down, and catch. When you catch, you're either going to catch with the legs and stand up and then start the movement over, or you're going to link them together and use the catch to drive the next rep. 2 options. Catch, stand up, start over, dip the legs for the pop. Second option, use the legs to drive right into the next rep. If you've done all your previous training, you've done your static cleans, you've done your swings, you've done your standing swipes, then this exercise isn't all that much more complicated. Getting the arms is the hard part for most people. Getting it to pop off, swinging, and then catching and absorbing force. This exercise loads that lead leg quite a bit. As we load down, we are going to load that hamstring and that glute quite a bit, using that to snap up and create that rotational hip snap that we love so much. We do that because it's good for pretty much every sport I can think of. In every sport, in some point, there's a rotation out of that lead leg. This exercise focuses on that heavily. Note, at the bottom, we're focusing on having this lead arm straight. The rear arm may bend a bit because it's coming out of load there at the bottom. We would like to have 2 arms perfectly straight at some point. You might have to go pretty fast to get this arm straight. If you're moving at a slower pace, focus on this lead arm and use that to drive this rotation. Take this, plug this in for time under tension on each side. Because the HydroCore is light, you can accelerate it faster than other apparatus. So your numbers should probably be 25% higher than they are with a heavy club because you don't have to find that balance point that you do with the heavy club. You just catch and bounce right back into it. Think of this more like med ball work, but with no slam at the bottom and pickup. You're holding on the entire time and maintaining that movement. This movement is, once again, very much like throwing a bale of hay. Almost exactly. All you farm boys and nerds will figure this one out pretty quickly, and martial artists will notice that this position is very important in most throwing arts. You'll find this position all over the place. That's why we practice it, because it's important. It's so important that they made a statue of it in ancient Greece. This has been Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica.